entering the little town, or perhaps hamlet, of Burris Rapids. Picturesque little town on the way out to what I call the property. The Red Barn property. Blue's in the back seat. Okay, let's head over to the Red Barn property. I've got a little snow to clean up. If you can see it there, I've got quite a bit of snow to clear out to be able to get access back to my cabin. Let's get busy. Makes me wonder why I live here, but there are some great things about living in a snowy climate. Shoveling snow is not one of them. I'm gonna get out the John Deere with the snow blower on it in a few minutes, but I've got to get into the cabin so I can get the heat going. Key, right key, lock works. So I've got myself a nice little pathway dug to the front door of the cabin. I need also to dig one down there to where that green tarp covers the garage door entrance on the lean-to. I've got to get in there to turn on the solar system. I think this year what I'm going to do is leave it like this. In the past, I've always blown the snow out of here. I think I'm going to keep one pathway there. Everything is good with the solar power system. You can see there on top of the cabin that part of my solar panels are covered, so I'm going to have to get up there to clean those off. The little one to my left is nearly completely covered. You know what I'm thinking? I think it might be time for a little break from all this snow and winter. Let's go. How about a little click and see where it takes me? This works as a nice break. So we're going to head into a channel in the mangroves and go into, I think, what are called the mangrove tunnel. TV's pulling hard to catch up to the group. All right, we had that quick little break, or I should say I had that quick little break down in Florida. We've moved some snow around. Not 100% sure what she's doing, but she seems to be having fun doing it. Blue, what are you doing? The heater's working well, the direct vent heater, nice and cozy, warm in here. I've just started doing a grilled cheese on the hot plate, so that'll come out nicely, maybe in about 5 minutes. And I'll be able to sit down to a nice warm lunch and then head back in and do some more insulation work. Let's get back inside and see what the next step is for that insulation. Need to get the pickup truck out of the way. it's out of the way there. Let's head inside, close the garage door, and work on some insulation. I'm going to take you to the top of the scaffolding to tell you what I want to do for today's video. Getting up is not the easiest thing, but... All right, we're up on the scaffolding. We're looking at the beam. Those are the first 3 sheets, rolls of insulation that are in place. So here's what I want to do. I put these blocks in place as part of the system to hold down the trusses. Since then, I put the hurricane ties in. So these, as you can see, if I lean over here, they're actually in the way. And it's not so much of a problem with the horizontal rolls. It's when I start to put the insulation in the ceiling between the trusses. When I get over here, that little piece of 2x4 is going to be in the way. So given that I have the hurricane ties in place, I'm going to do one by one as I get into each of these bays and start to take these out. So part crowbar, but then also you can see I've got 2 sizable screws in there. Construction, heavy construction screws. So I'll get those out, get this one out of place, and then start to move forward with getting some of that insulation over there. I've just noticed, you know, there was a nest up here, and unfortunately, there's an egg. I believe, given that's a blue egg, and that broke or was part of a nest that goes back 9 months at least, maybe 8 months. It's probably a robin. I think robins have blue eggs like that, so that's unfortunate that they decided to build in the barn as it was being put together. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see me, but my wife told me I needed to get more close-ups. This might be part of, or this could be a close-up of the back of my head. But what I'm going to try to do right now is remove these 2 construction screws right there so I can take out this block here, making it easier to put in the insulation. So, number 1, let's see if that's successful. And number 2, perhaps you'll get a better close-up of some of the action. On reverse. That might have worked. 2 construction screws out. Can use these ones elsewhere. Good to get that out. Okay. Okay guys, I'm going to put you up here, and hopefully that's an okay perch from which to see me use the crowbar to get that down, get that off. It's only about 0 degrees here today, so that means 32 Fahrenheit. And for those of us from these northerly climates, you can see I don't have any gloves on, you get used to it. All right, that was not so hard to remove. We'll get the nails out of that some other time. And now we can get the insulation in here quite easily. Get that dirt out of there. I ordered them at 11.6, they've all come at 12 feet. No big deal, I had to do some cutting to them anyways. The one on the ground there goes in that slot there beside the window. That is narrower, and I'm not going to be able to get the full width of the 48 inches in there. I think I have to cut it down to about 42 wide. It's going to take a little bit of an effort. Let's get my mask on and get... For those who are wondering, I've just got a basic mask here. built-in goggles made by a company called NASM. It does the trick. So that's what I use, and pretty simple to get on. Over the top of the head, and then grab this and hook it around the neck. All done. And because it's winter, I like to put my my toque over top. Remove. It is not that hard to remove it. So that's what's going to cover the beam up top. Alright. There goes nothing. So I don't want to cut all the way through, but enough to be able to remove the insulation like I did on the other piece. It's not an insignificant amount of insulation I've taken off there. And every second row I have to do that in order to get these into the bays. Perfect fit for the rafters. Two side by side is too much in my wall cavities. Okay, that was pretty good. It is beautiful back here in the back acres. There's Blue sniffing out some trails over there. As you can see, I've not put in the cross-country ski trail this year. Still may do it. May get out here maybe next week with the tractor to do that. Currently back here with the snowshoes. Makes a heck of a lot easier getting through this deep snow. I mean, I think we've got about 40 centimeters of snow. Blue, in many areas, she's able to walk along the surface, but she breaks through every now and then and goes down quite deep, goes down past her belly. So it's not the easiest thing for her to walk through if she can't stay on the surface. But again, look at that. Nice, quiet. I don't know if you guys can hear the birds back there. Anyways, time to head back up. Come on. That's a good girl. Come on, let's go. Let's go. See, if she can stay on the surface like that, it's not too bad for her. But as you see, every now and then, she breaks through. And it's a bit of a chore, but good exercise for her. Not going to hurt her. Not a big walk out here today.